Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see you guys. Real quick, just want to get this out of the way. Nothing against either of these coins. We just want to test the wallets, make sure everybody's safe. But either way, welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm here with my man Yeti. He's in the back. Just wanted to get that out of the way first. I want to say hello to everybody as I bring him in. What is going on, Yeti? Good to see you, buddy.
How
All
you
right.
doing, chump?
Pretty good, man. Let's see who's here. We have Nas City, All Set Miner, Dumpster Fire. What's up, man? Rud Puts, Miss Pocket Change, get back to work. Matt Electron, yes, I just killed the poll. I'm gonna re-put it up because I forgot to put the no option. Nick K, what's up, buddy? Who else? Let's see who's here. Steven Cicero, Dom G, J Mining, Chris Hanley, Patrick Murphy, my man Z06. Good to see you, buddy. All right, if I missed anybody, I apologize. Yeti, let's get to it. So, what are we looking at today?
So we've got both IronFish and Alephium, or Alephium, depending on how you pronounce it.
Right.
So I guess probably the one that most people want to know about is IronFish straight away, right? Given that it came out yesterday.
Yeah. Let's. I guess we'll dive into that one first.
Probably that's the best place to start.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll bring up your screen. Actually, you know what? I gotta share my screen as well. So, all right, let's go over yours first, and then I'll share mine again because I shared the wrong one. Go ahead.
So this is the IronFish very first early version of it. I would call it a very early version because this took me some time to actually get working. So when you first fire it up, it asks you whether you want to synchronize with the blockchain old school way, which could take, 6 to 8 hours to sync, or it can download it from a central repository and then just update the last few blocks that you're missing, right? Needless to say, I even posted it in VIP yesterday when I was testing it, that it looked like a rave going on the screen. It was refreshing every 200 milliseconds.
I heard. I saw you say that. Now that you say that.
So if anyone's got problems with epilepsy or anything, please don't open this program till they get that fixed, because you'll probably end up setting your epileptic fits off and stuff. So please just be careful.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
But as a first version of what they're running, I'm pretty impressed with what they've got in there so far. They've got the basics down. So sending, receiving, wallet addresses, being able to create multiple wallets under the account. And then obviously it's quite in depth because they've integrated their node systems into it. So by default, and I will let everyone understand this, by you running this wallet, you are running a node as well. So be expecting a bit of heavy traffic and also a bit of heavy CPU usage. You can adjust the node settings to how many peers or max peers you connect to. So if you don't want to have it getting hammered, you could turn this down to 1 peer. So I've got it set to 50, which is the default. But you could turn it down to 1, and it wouldn't use any sort of resources at 1.
Other bit what is the peers thing? Like, what is that again?
Sorry?
What is the peers thing?
Sorry. So the number of peers is, so you open your wallet and it creates a full class node, right? So you're opening yourself up for other nodes to connect to your other wallets to create that synchronization option and being able to process transactions on the blockchain. Now, obviously, this is default. I haven't touched any of these settings. So this is what it defaults to. So 1 peer minimum, 50 peers maximum.
Oh, so it's 50 other people, Okay,
I got you. You can actually name your node so that when people see who they're connected to, they can actually see whatever you call your node.
Oh, weird.
And obviously block graffiti stuff, which is to do with when your node with all your workers connected to it transacts some sort of on the block, you can actually put a graffiti or a tag against that block. It's something very unique to IronFish in that regards.
Yeah, that's interesting, huh?
Yeah, gives you a way to, if you mine a block solo on IronFish, you get the right to graffiti the block with your own, with whatever you want.
Interesting.
So pretty neat idea.
All right, so just so like the wallet itself, right? So when you say when you open that, it is a node. So
Yes.
there's obviously no minimum requirements at all. And
No.
is there a maximum like
No.
per? No,
No.
that's weird,
If
huh?
yeah, if you wanted to run
Strange.
multiple nodes, you would just obviously have to have multiple wallets at that
So
point.
is this the kind of node that you don't get rewarded on? It just like kind of secures the
That's a
network.
good question. I suspect that down the road there might be some sort of reward for the node that might be processing transactions at the time.
Okay.
That I don't know. There's nothing in the wallet that suggests that you're going to get paid for running the node.
Okay.
So I'm a little unsure on that question,
Yeah.
but
No
it'd
worries.
be
No.
nice to see if there was something like that.
Yeah, that's cool. So, what was this update called? This didn't have a certain name.
No, it didn't. It was just the very initial version. It's version 1.0.
And
So
this is
when I
their
say it's early, this is like first revision early.
now. So this wallet's different than what did they have previously? I guess.
They had all CLI only. It was
Oh,
all
okay.
command
So that's
line.
what they did. They implemented an
Yeah,
actual. Okay. All right.
yeah. So
Makes
their
sense.
wallet is based on Electron. It's an
Yep.
Electron wallet,
Mhm.
right? So the bonus of an Electron wallet is that you can sync to the blockchain very quickly. We've seen a few different versions of an Electron wallet, Radiant being one of them, right? You just open the wallet and it's all ready to go because
Right.
it only downloads the blockchain data it needs.
Okay.
So again, it means that it once I got it working, it was fairly stable, but it's just that initial getting the blockchain data. They might have solved this by now. It might have been so many people trying to download that blockchain data first off
Hmm.
that it's just overloaded and overwhelmed their network a little bit. And it'll probably ease off now that other people have already got the wallet. So
Gotcha. So we had a couple questions in the chat. Well, Hoodoo Voodoo
sure.
said, how big is the chain? Like, how long did it take for you to sync that?
So this is on a 10 gigabit connection. So it's a little bit tricky to give you a rough estimate, right? So for me, it took me less than 2 minutes to download the blockchain.
Okay.
Because obviously I've got 10 gigabit connected
So
there. So
if you
I
have a
would guess
gig, 20 minutes.
probably 20, 30 minutes to download it on a reasonable connection, on a normal connection, shall I say.
Makes total sense.
This is obviously in a VM environment on a dedicated service at my corporate network for my job. So, it's on a very large pipe.
Gotcha. Patrick Murphy in the chat said to take advantage of full power of the privacy if offers using the node wallet was recommended. I'm not sure how that works, but that's what Elena said yesterday. I think that's the lady that Mr. Mining King did
Yes,
the
it was.
interview with.
I've actually made mention of that in my notes, that there was a recent interview with the Mining King, and put the link to that video in my notes as well, so
On the
that
website.
if anyone wants to be able to view that, they will be able to.
Gotcha. I just
But
gotta
a
share
couple
my
of
screen
things
real
else
quick,
that
guys.
I did actually appreciate on their node wallet was this bit.
I'll pull up your screen again. There you go.
The telemetry disabled. So telemetry, for anyone who doesn't understand the technical term, is basically means you send them data on their software to help them further develop their program, right? So crash messages, data dumps, stuff like that.
It's kind of like that
Now,
reporting to Windows shit when you get the
correct.
right.
Now, 90% of the companies out there will have that turned on by default, right? And then they'll ask you to turn it off. The nice thing about what I saw in IronFishes was that was turned off by default. And that's a really nice, pleasant surprise for me as an auditor, because every time I look at telemetry stuff, it's always turned on.
Okay.
We'll actually see that in a second as well with the next wallet. But, it was nice to see that they're actually turned off by standard. So
yeah, that is
really
cool, because they're usually trying to get you to do that, like,
exactly.
share the shit with us.
The really cool thing is it came back clean as a whistle. I checked the behavior on it. I went a little bit deeper than just this. I obviously pulled up in Tezza, who we use now for our malware scan, and a big thank you goes to them for supplying us the service, because they've acted when I reached out to them to say what we were doing. They were really keen on helping us out. So big kudos to them for helping us. But literally, like, This is just ordinary, it opening up what it needs to open up and nothing else. This is all just genuine stuff that Windows has to open up programs.
Okay.
So the fact that we don't see any INI files, logging files, or anything like that, like we normally see with the Kapow version, shall we say, it's really cool to see that they're actually taking the chance to go through their code base.
What was their algorithm they're on again?
Blake 3.
Blake 3. Okay, I don't know why I couldn't remember.
Both of the wallets we're doing today are actually Blake 3.
Okay, sweet.
Blake 3 as well.
Well, real quick, just in case anybody doesn't know like what IronFish is, I just kind of want to go over it a little bit. So it's supposed to be like a privacy coin, right? That's the entire thing behind it. Just as IronFish encrypts every transaction, shielding your sensitive assets information from public view. With read-only view keys, you remain compliant and in control. So I forget who the hell said it, but the way I portray this, right, as like a privacy coin is if a company wanted to say have all their books or have their financials public, IronFish would be the spot in, I guess, kind of in the middle that would stop a person from getting into all of the like the back end of the company and all the financials. It would stop the chain after you see like the, I don't know where it's at currently type deal, right? It wouldn't allow you to see what's like in the bank and all that shit. It would just allow you to see this transaction and then basically block it. That's kind of what I got out of it. But do you have anything to add to that, I guess?
It's similar to Monero in that respect, right? Monero is another privacy token. And what it does is all you get to see is a transaction hash and the data for that transaction. So unless you've got the transaction hash, you will never be able to trace anything, or that's the idea. So it makes it a lot more harder to trace things. If you want to keep stuff private, then, a privacy token would give you that luxury.
Right. Totally agree. If you guys have any questions in the chat, please feel free to ask. I am just blasting through this because my kids are awake. Yeah, hon, our kids aren't sleeping if you're still here. My wife was in the chat. All right. So that's pretty much it then, huh? For IronFish, there's nothing.
I was pleasantly. What I will say though is obviously, given that it is a version 1 piece of software, just be expecting a few glitches along the road. I would expect to see quite a few updates coming out over the next couple of weeks where they're starting to get rid of those sort of glitches out of their system. So gotcha. Once they come out with a bit more stable version, we'll go over it again just to make sure that everything's okay. The really cool thing is they've got an auto update system built in. So the moment they release an update, it will release across. And gotcha. Then I'll just rerun it again and we'll make sure that it's still safe and secure.
Gotcha. Matt K just said, on the IronFish Node app, where do you go to toggle telemetry off?
Oh, okay. He had his turned on by standard. Mine was turned off.
Huh.
Mine was turned off as standard. So under your node options on the left-hand side, you'll see an option that says node settings. And under here is where the telemetry disabled is. And mine was turned off by standard. I even mentioned it in my audit that I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that it was switched off. So
gotcha. Now these IronFish is super efficient, right, on GPUs, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, Blake 3 is very efficient on GPUs. Alephium's the same.
Now, are they coming out with ASICs or something?
They have FPGAs on their network. Okay. That was pretty much guarantee. And if they can have FPGAs on their network, it's only a matter of somebody making it to make an ASIC work.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The bit that was a bit disappointing is in that interview with King,
she said no, right?
The lady literally turned around and said, we got no intention of letting ASICs on the network. And then 2 weeks later, a public bit stream for FPGAs was launched. Now, I don't know the efficiency of that, whether it's actually efficient to use FPGAs. But the fact that they were they came across very adamant they didn't have an intention to do it, and somebody's done it, that bothered me a little bit. But yeah. I mean, it's like any project, right? As soon as it blows up, there's going to be an ASIC attempted. There's
Right.
very few places that would be ASIC resistant if people put the time and effort into making an ASIC
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Real
Yeah.
quick. So Patrick Murphy just said, Elena, and if did a monthly update live via Discord yesterday afternoon and ran through the app and their launch, how to use it, etc. Seemed like the devs and support are actively involved. Nice. Okay. That's kind of cool. That's
Yeah, I
kind of cool.
mean, don't get me wrong. I took a look through their GitHub. I took a look through the code. You can tell they've been busy. They've certainly been busy. So, like I say, just give them a little bit of time with the fact that it's a little bit flaky at times, more on the initial setup than any other time. I will say that it was more the initial setup than actually running it now that's a bit glitchy. And that could have even been that I've got it running in a VM and it might not like the way that a VM works, right? So your results may vary at the moment, but quite honestly, just give them a little bit of time to get another version out there that's, got those bit more refinement and optimizations in there. And I think they're on the right path, I would say.
That's good. That makes
Yeah.
sense. All right, let's see. I think Matt K said it gave me the option, but I turned it on, that Tello, whatever the hell it is.
Okay.
That switch. So they must have, when he downloaded it initially, that must have been the like, hey, do you want to do this or not? And then he hit no, or you might have hit no or whatever. So that's probably why it was
I just ran the installer. It didn't even ask me anything for the installer.
Oh, really?
Just fired up the program. So I might have had an even earlier version than you guys. So
right.
Again, results may vary.
Right. Okay, cool.
But yeah, like I say, very good start.
Yeah,
very,
absolutely.
very good start. I've seen much worse first versions for a GUI wallet. Honestly, even you have, Chump.
Yeah,
we've seen some horrific first versions of a GUI wallet.
Well, I mean, not only is just a wallet, it's a freaking node too. So it's kind of like good on them. I wonder how long they're working on it.
Yep.
Must have been some time. All right, let's get over to Alethium. So if you guys don't know, like, honestly, I'm gonna be real. I only mined Alethium when it was good for dual mining. I know zero about the project. I've never looked into it. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Yeti? I mean, I can read
only
it, obviously.
What I actually looked up. I've not done any Alephium at all.
Is that how you say Alephium? Yeah. Damn it. I always call it Alethium, but I know it's not right.
I think it's Alephium.
Alephium, yeah.
I think is how it's pronounced, but I haven't personally mined any of it. When it was really all the hype to do with the dual mining, I was very not wanting to do dual mining because I predominantly back then I was more AMD than Nvidia, so I wasn't strangled by LHR at the time. So really for me it didn't make much sense to dual mine. I just left them running. But yeah, I mean, when I looked all this up, it's an interesting project.
Yeah,
and again, it uses Blake 3.
So it says from its technical design to its interfaces, Alephium, what the frick? Hold on. Alephium has been created to address the challenges of accessibility, scalability, and security encountered by decentralized applications today. Alephium is the first operational sharded L1 blockchain scaling and enhancing POW and UTXO. What the hell is UTXO concepts? What the hell's UTXO
so
stand
UTXO is a way to chain your transactions.
Okay. It says decentralization, self-sovereignty, and security meet high performance, accessibility, and energy efficient in a dev-friendly network optimized for DeFi and smart contract applications. That is super annoying. This thing keeps changing. Someone over at Alethium, stop that. That is annoying. All right, let's share
something
your screen.
That was pretty cool. No. While you've got this up, if you scroll down a little bit more, something that they that they talk about in their technology side, right? They don't refer to it as proof of useful work or even proof of work. They dub their way of thinking and their way of running as proof of less work, which
where
I thought was quite
what the hell?
It is, but proof of less work. Which I thought was actually quite a good play on the words. That's considering how efficient the algorithm is.
Yep. Just lazy coin. That's what they call it.
Set and
I'm
forget.
kidding. Joke. But yes, that's all right. That's kind of cool. It says
Yeah.
currently more than 400 TPS transactions per second, right? Versus the Bitcoin 7, 400 to
Yeah,
7.
so that would work out about a block every 60 seconds ish, I think.
Interesting. All right,
400
let's see what you came up with over here. So this
So
is the wallet.
this is their wallet. Now, obviously, there are some familiarities compared to IronFish because this is fundamentally another Electron wallet. So the difference is, though, that obviously it doesn't have a node built into it. So as you can see, there's no node option here.
That's
And
much different than the
only
other wallet, the old one
yeah,
that it used to have. So Lithium, how the hell are you supposed to say it, used to have a wallet where it looked like a list. It was like a full list of each transaction, like down a whole page. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's definitely different, and I still have to update mine. So
yeah, they look like they've put a lot of effort into
a lot different.
the design. Like if you look at the way that their website is, it comes across quite basic. But if you actually look at the way that their program's written, their website's written, and everything like that, it's actually a theme across the board. I've actually made notes in my audit that what I believe they're trying to do is make it easy as possible to have an on ramp with them. So they make the wallet nice and simple. They make the website nice and simple. Therefore, somebody who has very, very little knowledge could actually go and get Alephium and start using it on their network. I like that idea and approach.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The really cool thing is, because it's Electron, I wasn't expecting it to have any problems, to be quite honest. The only thing I will say is that with Alephium, as well as IronFish, they do not offer you a chance to choose where it's installing to. Now, in my audits, I have written down where the default installation folder is, so that if you want to back up your .dat files, you'll know exactly which folder to go to.
And that's on the website?
Yeah, it will be on the website.
So all right,
give me a second, I'll unlock them.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now if you don't want to. But yeah, so this is the website, guys. If you guys haven't seen it, this is Mr. Yeti has put this together for you guys, so everyone's safe. You guys can check to see if the wallets are good. Ceiling Cat coin passed. It used to say failed, but we currently have 0 fails. Everything is just issues like here or there. We really only had that one fail, like miserably. But other than that, what's up with this Zephyr? Did we do that one?
So yeah, Zephyr. I actually went over to the Zephyr Discord and went and chatted with their dev team. They're running a direct copy of Monero, and so because Monero flags up, all of their stuff is going to flag up because of the privacy aspect of it.
Yep.
So you know, I spent a lot of time on their wallet, going through making sure these false positives were actually false positives, because it threw up something like 25 false positives on the system. So
Panda,
it took me a little bit of time.
He just said that Zephyr is a scam. Don't mine it. And he put parentheses, says I'm mining it right now.
Yeah, anytime that Panda says it's a scam, you know he's full on mining.
Yeah, 100% balls to the wall. He's just ramping it up. He doesn't want any of you guys to take his yields down. Well, you know what? You have no one to blame but yourself, Panda, because you always mention it in a video and then it gets screwed. And by the way, just want to say up close and personal, sorry, Yeti, put you right there for a second. Panda, you are a creepy mofo with that fish. Just saying. In your old videos, you watched Mining King's members only stream yesterday. I tell you what, you talking to that fish gave me the cringe feeling. All right. he would whisper to the fish, call it fishy and stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, telling you guys, you want something to laugh at? Go check out Red Panda's old videos. It's a riot. Anyways, all right, man. So that's good. I'm glad everything passed.
Panda had me in hysterics yesterday with his cooking an egg on his KS0.
Oh my god, dude! I was gonna set it up today, but it's been pouring out. I'm like not going out there to the trailer. It's literally monsoon outside for like the past 3 days. It's crazy. Buckets out of nowhere.
Yeah. The good news is, like I say though, everything come back clean with the Alephium wallet as well. The behavior is just the same as the IronFish one. So you can see here that if you look here, these are all false positives because this is to do with special privileges, which you actually need to give the wallet because it needs to access cryptographic functions. And you can only access cryptographic functions with elevated permissions. Don't ask me why Microsoft makes it like that. Like, it makes no sense. They could give access to cryptographic functions without affecting anyone, but I guess that's the reason why it flags up on that. All the DNSs match, they're safe. I looked it all up, and yeah, like I say, all of these are just loading up DLL files that it requires.
Nice.
So,
okay, cool.
Pretty clean.
Yeah.
Pretty
Awesome.
nice to see. If you actually refresh that now, you'll see that all of them are unlocked now. There you go. Actually, I just need to do one thing. I need to mark it off as next. Here we go. And then it'll unlock fully.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go. Now, if you refresh it, it'll come up. There you go.
All right, so what do I have to do? Click on...
Yeah, just click on it.
On IronFish?
There you go.
Or Alephium? No, didn't you say it was something that... What were you saying? It was... You put in something...
Oh, what? The link for King's video?
No. Under... God, you just said it and I totally spaced on it. What the hell did you just say? You just said you put something new on the site.
Oh,
goddamn.
What about the contracts?
Yes. Where is that? Oh, it's right here. Contract tokens. That's it. Side. Literally right there on the left.
Yeah.
Hold on. There we go. I'm just slow. Sorry, guys. Right here. Yes. So, all right. So, what do we? So you're gonna add stuff to this, whatever.
Yeah. So the list and the audits are going to be run by Serpnex.
Awesome.
So he's been spending a lot of time over the last 6-7 months learning Solidity,
what's that?
Which is the basis of what runs like ERC20 tokens, for example, is the primary one. So Solidity version 6, 7, and 8, I believe he's been learning so that he can do these kind of audits himself. He wants to put them out there somewhere. And I thought, well, what better way than putting them on the one place we're already doing audits? So, I reached out to him when he said he was learning them and said, well, do you think you could work through this and learn where the vulnerabilities are, what the dangers are, and he came back a couple of weeks ago and said, let's have a look and see how we do. And he showed me one of his audits. It looks brilliant. So
yeah, he's a smart guy. Serpent's a smart guy. Knows a lot of stuff. He's been around a while too.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. What are we not trying to get off the subject of that. If you have anything else to add, please just feel free. But looking over here, what are we looking like next week? So we have those complete. So what the hell is Woodcoin? What is that?
Oh yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. It's tokenomic is log.
Oh, that's right.
Woodcoin,
I remember you saying this.
Log tokens. Yep.
That is so weird.
Had me in hysterics. So we were going to do Darrow this week until obviously IronFish released their GUI wallet. So Darrow will be on the list for next week.
Okay.
I've already got the audit 3/4 of the way done anyway. It's just got to tidy up the last bit of information on it. So, I mean, I can either release that during the week directly, or we can hold off and do that next week. It's not a problem.
Yeah, we can do Darrow next week. That's fine.
Yeah.
It don't matter to me. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do.
The other one that came back as a possibility was Paprika Coin.
This one,
I cannot believe I'm even going to be doing it.
That Paprika. And Novo. So, like, the only reason I really want to see what this is all about is because it popped up on hashrate.no at one time, and I was like, what the hell is this coin? It just took over everything, like literally the whole page. I'm like, all right, we're going from frog memes to kitchen spices. I don't know what the hell's going on in mining these days, but Paprika Coin, Woodcoin, Novo is another one that's new, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Reasonably new, yeah. There's a couple more that obviously are in the list. I'll activate them now. One of them's Pulsar, and obviously Sky Doge is the other one that people wanted as well. So
Oh yeah.
I've added those to the list, so you'll now
Gotcha.
see them.
You know,
Sky
Sky
Doge.
Doge, yeah, that's someone else said something about that too.
Well, that also popped up on the list the other day, didn't it? As one of the most profitable to be mining.
Yeah, it did. It's dude, I don't know. It's so weird to me. So weird.
Panda will probably be able to agree with this. Last time we had a bear market, this is what we saw: mad amount of tokens appear, disappear, reappear again as something else, and then disappear again.
Right.
So, you know, sometimes it's just finding one of those diamonds in the rough, right? That's what it's going to be a case of.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure when the next bull run comes, I'm sure there's going to be some coins that die. I'm positive of it. Some coins are going to die, and we don't know which ones are going to be. But when money's flooding into everything else, it ain't going to these shit coins. I can tell you that. But yeah, I mean, again, the whole point of this is to make sure you guys are safe, make sure nothing, no viruses, none of that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing.
Let me see. Is Ice River still giving you the cold shower? Said Black Cat Crypto to Red Panda. Sorry. Let's because the
I
egg
bet
thing.
they weren't happy when they saw that cooking an egg.
He ripped apart. Didn't he open something up? Didn't he open up?
Yeah, he tore the KS0 to pieces right back to the board.
Did he really? Jeez, I didn't even see it. This is a live stream.
Grease off it and everything. Cleaned it up. Literally was showing the chip numbers to the camera.
Oh, they were so mad. There's no way they were happy about that, but that's probably why he said, "F it, I'm cooking an egg." Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to one up you, Panda. I'm gonna grill a steak on it.
That'd be funny. That'd be fun.
It'll be a riot. No, I'm just kidding. It won't be steak.
It'll be pretty blue.
I'll be cooking something though. Fully Electric gave me the go ahead, so it's happening. We're gonna do something. I just don't know what. All right. What? I think that's it. Do you guys have any questions before we get out of here? Unfortunately, my kids are still up, so I have to get upstairs. Can't really stream too long. Let's see.
I do have one thing on the suggestions area that we're going to add. So, because obviously there isn't a way for you to request ERC20 tokens and Solidity contracts at the moment. Give me a couple of days. We'll be adding the options so that you can actually use the suggested drop down, and it will generate all the different variables that it will need for filling in. So, and then obviously Serpent can start working his way through some of the Solidity contracts. And maybe what we can do is, if we can time it right, maybe we could have him come in and do the actual one of the audits on the live stream as well.
Yeah,
which I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah, we could always do it on a different day too, if you know what I mean. If he's available certain days and whatever, we could do that. Don't matter to me. That's totally fine.
We can work something out. And like I say, we always post on the Twitter, on my Twitter feed, any new audits that come out anyway, whether that be live on a Wednesday or sometimes occasionally I will release one at a weekend. Usually like version updates, I do at weekends, because those, unless it's a really big update, I don't think we need to keep going over the same wallets over and over again, right? It makes no sense. But if they put new features in there, then it makes a lot of sense.
Or unless it's like flagged, failed, something happened, then we'll do like an emergency type deal video. You know what I mean? Let people know. Yeah, I think that's really it.
Yeah,
that's really
like I say, it's really nice and fairly straightforward one this week, which was always nice.
Perfect. Yeah, actually, when I needed it the most, it was a short one. All right, guys, I think that's gonna be it. Let's see that steak sizzles this Panda. Can't wait. What's that?
There is one question in from Z06. Any new coins coming to deep miners? Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
What are you guys thinking?
Casper.
Oh, really?
Casper's going to be the next one, yeah.
So how
I've got to work out to get the bridge working with our software, but yeah, Casper will be the next one.
Oh, nice. Now, so like, I mean, ASICs would be able to run on it too, right? It doesn't matter.
They will be when I've got ours working, yeah.
It's still a pool,
yeah. We're gonna make sure our ports are open and able to take the nonce file, the nonce announcement from the ASICs. I believe that's the way you've got to mess around with it to get it to work. But given that Casper actually achieved something pretty substantial this week, which was to hit, they hit 10 blocks a second. They
Yeah.
weren't even attempting to, but somebody loaded up enough transactions to actually force it to go that fast. It's not quite the 32 blocks a second that they're wanting to achieve, but as a good stepping stone, 1/3.
I was gonna say they're a third
That's
of the way
pretty
there.
impressive. That's
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
I mean, I'm really curious to see how Caspa holds up long term.
Well, if they get their act together and get those 32 blocks a second like they want to, I mean, that would give proper financial companies a bit to worry about, because that would put them on par with sort of Visa and MasterCard for transactions,
Hey,
which is crazy.
just looking at this site here. Why haven't we done Caspa? Do they not have a wallet we could do?
They do.
Why haven't we done it?
No
I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah,
nobody's actually requested it yet.
We got it. Caspa has to be next week. We got to do Caspa.
Okay, then, right.
We got to do
okay.
Caspa. I don't even know why.
It's not,
I was like, wait a minute.
Okay.
Like, I don't remember doing that one.
To be fair, I have been kind of putting it off.
Oh, really?
Because I've got a big boatload of Casper, and I don't want to scan it and find anything bad, because I'm just be so annoyed.
Well, before I do get any, that'd be nice to know. Yeah, I don't know. I have a little bit of Casper, but not much. Not much. All right, let's see. Tagging King. He's not here, is he? Oh, he is here. King, what's up, dude? I have dark mode on. It's like screwing my eyes. Oh, let me take this off. Bright. All right, there we go. Joker Miner, what's up, buddy? What is going on? Good to see you. All right, you guys are late, but better late than never, and I appreciate you all. We're gonna be getting out of here though. I do have to go back to daddy duty, so I'll be around hopefully later tonight if I can stream gaming. Maybe the wife will let me. We'll see. Who knows? But as always, Yeti, thank you so much for joining us today and making sure we're all safe, guys. Yeti.uk pinned in the live chat. Go check it out if you guys are interested. I'll leave it down in the description below as well. Totally free. Put in suggestions if you guys want us to check anything out, and we'll go from there. Yeti, have a good day, buddy. Appreciate you.
No worries.
Later, guys. Peace out.